I mean, I hate to say it because it's really, sometimes the onus is put on the victims in stalking cases, but it's the documentation that's really necessary. And because stalking is made up of a lot of little behavior, some of which in and of itself, in a vacuum, might not really take anyone's notice, even the victim's notice, until you put that all together and then have an overlay of the contextual nature of their relationship. Unfortunately, it's really important for the victim to be able to document that themselves, to sort of keep track of that, and then also to be able to really articulate not only what that offender's behavior meant to them, but then articulate how that behavior affected them. And so some things that we found maybe as a challenge would be that by the time a victim came forward, they're really, if you ask them how they felt about the behavior, you may get answers such as like exhausted. Sorry. You might get answers from a victim that they're angry or tired and just want this to be over. And that language doesn't necessarily mirror with what statutes require, which is maybe emotional distress or molestation, harassment. You have to look at the language of the statute. But we have to put those things together. So it's really imperative that we work collaboratively so that a victim can work with an advocate, can work with a prosecutor, and really sit down, because a time, there's a lot of resources that are required, and one of those resources is just the time to sit down with the victim and really explore what are all these behaviors, what is the context which informs what these little behaviors led to the victim's sort of emotional distress, which may to us look like something other than emotional distress because we're only seeing it during this one slice of time, and we haven't actually taken the time to look at, okay, what kinds of behaviors did you have to change? How did you change your life to keep yourself safe or to avoid this unwanted contact? But those are conversations that usually take a really long time, and sometimes these cases come in as misdemeanor cases, and we've got everybody in the system that's overwhelmed and really need to be reminded that we have to sit down and have these sort of more lengthy conversations and go through the details of the case and all the ramifications of that case.